Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Power Up 365. It is Saturday morning. How are you guys doing? And on Saturdays, I like to relook at the messages that I got through Facebook through the week. Thank you to my followers. And how can I add value this Saturday? And it doesn't happen. I don't do this too often. I just look at the messages, I respond to those messages. But today, specifically when someone says, Johnny, won't you speak about XYZ on the Power Up 365? And I got a crazy request this week, and I think it's relative. And the question was, if people are positive all the time, it has been said that it will hurt you. It has been said that it will hurt you. Okay, so let's look at that. So if you're positive all the time, it will hurt you. Now, first of all, I don't know if that question is being understood, because when you say you are positive all the time, are you saying that you are not realistic? When you're saying you are positive all the time, are you saying, I'm not understanding really what is happening? So I've always said, motivation alone will never change your life. Motivation alone will never change your life. So if you're motivated, now you're excited, you're motivated. So are you now positive, and how will that hurt you? And my first instinct is that whoever is thinking that way, that being positive all the time will hurt you, it's people who live in fear, people who live in anger, people who live in another place, but having a great positive attitude. Because it is actually impossible for a positive attitude to hurt someone. It is actually impossible. Now, there are certain things why I'm saying that, but we must understand that being positive doesn't ignore the current situation. So if you get told, listen, someone is in an accident and they're in hospital in ICU. So being positive, how will that hurt you? Now, you're not going to say, oh, that's great, man, the person's in hospital. That is not being positive. Okay, that's just being silly. So I would say the rule of being positive is always, number one, face the reality that you are facing as it is. The reality as it is. So currently you do a business deal and a deal doesn't come through. Someone said they were going to pay you yesterday. They haven't paid you yesterday. And now what do? So you can be positive about it and say, you know what? I was meant to get this money yesterday. They did not pay me. And now I am in a situation because they did not pay me. So I am 2 million short, 3 million short, whatever the payment is. They didn't pay me. So that is the reality of the situation. That is still positive, because that's the reality of a situation. That is still positive. Now, what happens is after that depends in where people want to protect themselves. When people say, if you're always positive, it will hurt you, you see, you can never find the solution to your current reality by having a negative mindset. Because the one fundamental rule of that, to solve the current situation, to solve the current problem that you are facing, the challenge that you are facing, to solve that issue, you must probably need to attract people in your life. You need to attract solutions in your life. You need to do something. So if you are now, because of that negative situation, that problem, that challenge, you go in and start being negative in order to protect yourself, because you've been told if you're positive, it's going to hurt you. So what actually happens? Negativity does not attract success. Negativity does not attract successful people. Negativity will not attract possible solutions to the current challenge that you are facing. Easy one, you just went into a challenge, you need 2 million to do an investment, someone said to you, no, they're not paying, so you get negative, and then you start saying, this is the negative things. This is why I know that statement's wrong. Negativity. This always happens to me. Why don't I ever get a break? Why this? Why this? Now your attitude has changed from the reality of the situation, because you can be positive in facing the reality of the situation, okay? But now you've gone into negativity, because you really can't be neutral. I mean, people call it, I'm a realist. Now, let me tell you this. People who are optimistic in life get more disappointed than people realists. I am a realist. People who face reality all the time, right? The reason is because when you're optimist, you're pushing for the solution. You're pushing for something better. You're saying, today my life is this way. I'm pushing for a better life tomorrow. When reality falls into, say, I didn't get the 2 million. I can't get the loan. This is always my life. I must stop dreaming big. The reality of the situation is, how does a person from this background, this color, this current reality of my bank account, this current reality of my job, how does this person get to a higher level in life? And you can't get to a higher level in life if you are not positive, if you do not think for a better tomorrow, if you do not tap into being resourceful. Not focus on your resources, you focus on being resourceful. So currently you might have a job that you don't like, you might have debt that is really crippling you, you might be in a relationship that's crippling you, you might have some issues with your business. Now you can either say, if I'm positive all the time, it's going to hurt me, or you can start saying, listen, this is the reality, but I'm going to be positive in order to attract success into my life, in order to attract solutions into my life, in order to attract the right people in my life, because I guarantee you, your success is determined by the people you hang around with. Because let's just say, where's the solution to the money that you need? Money lies in other people. So the money that you want in your life to make it better lies in other people. How do you get that money? You provide them solutions. No one wants to be around a negative person. No one wants to be around a negative person, right? So the fact of the matter is that when you say having a positive attitude all the time will hurt you, is totally incorrect. You see, people wake up. So now, right now, I have to wake up and go to the gym. My coach yesterday was saying to me, Johnny, you're not pushing hard enough. You're not keeping to the program. When I'm telling you must go higher and pedal harder, you are not. I can see that from your heart rate. So now I must go to the gym. I've got that feedback. Right, so I can take that feedback and be negative about it, or I can take that feedback and say, listen, I'm going to be positive, I'm going to push harder, I'm going to concentrate more, I'm going to do what my coach tells me to do today so that I can get a better result. Does this make sense? Yes? Does this make sense? Yes? So you've got to understand that statement is totally incorrect, but you might have to understand the statement. You might have to understand the statement that just because you're positive doesn't mean that you're not facing the realities of your life. I love Tony Robbins says, when you're motivated and you go to your garden and there's weeds in your garden, and you say, there's no weeds in my garden, there's no weeds in my garden, there's no weeds in my garden, that's ridiculous. If you keep saying that, nothing's going to change in your life. The weeds will take over your garden. That's what's happening. You actually got to be excited about it. You have got to have a positive mindset and say, there are weeds in my garden. I'm going to step up today. I'm going to power up today. I'm going to get on my knees. I'm going to pull out those weeds so they don't take over my garden. That's the reality. That is a positive attitude. A positive attitude steps up looks at the reality of a situation and says, there's a better tomorrow. There's a better reality tomorrow. I can do better than my current circumstances. This will not break me. I will push up. I will overcome. I will overcome this challenge. That is having a positive attitude. A negative attitude is saying, this always happens to me. I can't attract the right people. People are always negative to me. I can't trust people. That type of person will always mess up your business. And you expect a solution to come to the current challenge in your life by doing that, it will never happen, my friend. It will never happen. You'll be on a downward spiral, and just more and more negative stuff will come into your life because you attract it, because you are so infested with negativity, and negativity attracts it. So someone who's negative will go, there's another negative guy. Let me go and speak to him, because we can speak on how bad our life is. Okay, or you go and surround yourself with positive people, powered up people, and you go out there and you discuss things, and you say, listen, I'm currently in this situation, but tomorrow is going to be better. What is your suggestion? How do you think you'll handle this? And you start learning, you start growing, you start finding solutions. And that is why having a positive attitude, being positive, will never ever hurt you. It will only empower you. It will position you to find solutions to the current negativity or the current challenges you are facing in your life. Because the only reason you'll be asking that statement is because you are struggling. You don't feel like being positive. And let me tell you this. What you do in your life should have nothing to do with the way you feel. You should control the feeling. Very tough statement today. This morning I wake up, it's Saturday. It would be great to sit in my bed, sit there, watch TV, but I'm on a coaching program. My coach wants me to do this. I have to go and look after my family. I've got a commitment later. So if I feel or don't feel, I'm going to control the feelings, and my feelings are going to be more optimistic. So how do I change the feeling? I change my state. I go and I played some music. I'm serving Power Up 365 message. I love doing these things. So I'm starting to feel better. I'm going to go to gym. I'm going to listen to my motivational YouTubes. I'm going to listen to someone motivation. I'm going to do some meditation. I'm going to sit down and say, thank you, God, for this great day. And thank you for all the opportunities that I have in this day. And I'm going to power up. And what happens to the feeling? I control the feeling. I start feeling better. I determine the feeling of today by focusing on the right things. Do you understand this? So I hope this helped. This is a long Power Up 365 video, but I wanted to answer this question today, and I hope I have, and I hope I've added some value to your life. Go out there, enjoy your Saturday. I wish the Springboks all the best today as they face the final in the World Cup of 2019. May they win, and may they bring the cup back to South Africa. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy. Cheers. Bye.